friends. Welcome. Welcome. I'm Kat Miller and I have a question for you. Are you winging it with your content? Because if you are, I want to show you what to do instead. If you are winging it and you're putting out content and just kind of hoping, guessing, praying that it's working, and you're not getting consistent content from consistent clients from your content, then this is going to really help you. So if you don't have that consistent compelling content that not only just entertains people but actually engages them, inspires them to want to take action, which is the whole purpose of content, then you probably aren't attracting clients consistently. And if you want that reliable, proven system, you are in the right place. If you don't have this in place, then you're probably putting emails out that aren't getting opened. You're probably finding that your posts are getting lost in the newsfeed and that people aren't really stopping and engaging and actually taking action based on your posts. Like, they might give you a like, but likes obviously don't lead to paying clients necessarily. And it means that you're not getting your unique brilliance out there in front of your ideal clients, which is what we need to do with our content. I've been speaking to some people this week about content and why they struggle to do it consistently, why they tend to rush it when actually, if you're going to put out a piece of content, you want it to be quality, not just quantity. It used to be that it was just all about quantity, just putting as much content out there as possible just to stay top of mind. But your readers and your viewers are getting more sophisticated, more savvy, more spoiled for choice, right? So if you want to stand out online, it's really important that your content isn't just posted out there just to get something out there for posting content's sake, that you actually really think about it and that you have a strategy, you actually have a plan for it, which I'm going to share with you in this video. So if you want to get clients consistently, we need to know how to connect with our ideal clients, to stop the scroll, to get people engaging, to get people opening our emails, to provide value that really helps people. Otherwise, our content can just be flicked on past so easily if it's not engaging and compelling. The truth is, clients are everywhere. People are always saying to me, where do I get clients? How do I find clients? The truth is, you have lots of potential clients in your Facebook friends right now, in your LinkedIn connections, in your email list, in your phone. Like, there are clients all around you, in Facebook groups, clients everywhere. What is stopping you attracting them and signing them up is the words that you use to capture their attention. So it's literally the bridge between you and your clients is your words. And to attract amazing clients, quality clients, you need to learn the language that connects with them. And 80% of your success in marketing comes down to the words that you choose. Not your pretty design, not your website, images, or all of that other stuff. It's important, but 80%, according to one of the top marketers in the world, is about your words. So because crafting the right words is so important, I've actually created a masterclass which shows you a deep dive for 90 minutes on how to create compelling content that attracts clients. So if you want to check that out and register for that free masterclass, just send me a message, send me a DM with the word content, and I'll message you with the link to that free masterclass. So that is a real deep dive into the strategy, the formula, the structure that I recommend that you put in the post. So you need an overarching strategy. You also need a structure of how to craft your posts and what needs to go into those posts. What are the ingredients that you need in order to speak to your clients, in order to inspire them to take action. And I'm also unpacking some before and after content examples and some influence principles. So that's a real deep dive. But in this video training, I'm going to share 3 things that you need in order to attract clients. The first thing you need is a plan. You need a content plan. And this is your overarching strategy, which a lot of business owners don't have because they don't realize that having a content plan knowing how many times you're posting, what topics you're posting, being very clear on your ideal clients, all of those things, all of those pieces that fit in your strategy. If you don't have those pieces in place, your content's not going to work. Welcome those of you who are joining me live. Just pop a comment in the comments box. I'd love to hear from you. Just give me a hello or give me a wave or an emoji or some love. I always appreciate that. So here's some questions to ask yourself. If you're making notes, what needs to go into your strategy? The first thing you want to think about is your offer. So what is your main offer, your signature offer that you're creating content to lead to? So each piece of content will have some form of action, even if the action is, hey, post below what's your favorite tip, or hey, jump in my live Facebook live training, or I created a free resource for you, or just something that actually inspires action. And then that is getting them to take one step closer towards you. So not every single post is a, hey, buy my stuff. Please don't do that. You'll put people off. But every post should inspire some form of action. And then as they move along the buyer's journey closer to you, some people won't ever buy from you, and that's okay. You just keep providing value and showing up for your community. But eventually people are going to either get on a sales page or get on a sales call, and you're going to invite them to work with you if they're the right fit. And so you need to know what that main offer is so that you can reverse engineer your content and say, okay, what is the purpose of each content post and how is it leading people along the buyer's journey? And that's something that's really important to map out, that a lot of business owners don't map out, and they wonder why they're not getting clients. You also want to decide where you're going to consistently post content. You don't need to post everywhere, but I do recommend that you are consistently posting on Facebook, and then you choose one or two other platforms, potentially LinkedIn or Instagram, depending on your niche, and that you're utilizing posts as well as stories. That's what I'd recommend. So consider where you'll post consistently. You also want to consider the topics that you're going to share content about. So you want to have one overarching topic that you share about, and that should fall into a bucket or a category, one of these four categories: business, meaning business, like small business, big business, corporate, wealth, finances, all of that. The second bucket or category is relationships, so that might be parenting, divorce coaching, dating coaching, all of those things. The next one is health. And under health can be physical health, like personal training, weight loss coaching, helping people through chronic illness. It could be mental health, emotional health. And the fourth one is personal development. So things like, it could be a hobby, it could be some kind of creative project, it could be some type of overcoming anxiety, energy work, things like that. The next thing I recommend that you think about is what beliefs you're going to shift with your content. So what is your potential client currently believe, and then what do you want them to believe? And you have a list of each. And your posts are to link, are to bridge it, to get them from believing this thing that's not serving them, that's keeping them stuck and small and in pain and struggling, to a belief that they need to have in order to improve the quality of their lives. So I'm going to dive deep into this in the masterclass, how to actually do this. The next one is, when will you create your content? So if you look at your week, you want to think, okay, when can I block times out in my calendar and go into my cave? I call it going into your cave and having cave time. I have cave days, and I turn off my phone and I turn off my internet and I create. And I do mine on a Wednesday, every Wednesday. I don't have clients. You might do it like 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. every Monday, and every Friday afternoon, for example. So you're choosing when you're actually going to create your content, and you block it aside and you make it consistent. You make sure that it's something that you have as a non-negotiable in your business. It's what you do every week, whether you feel like it or not. Like today I had a migraine, it sucked. I took a bit of rest, but then it's like I'm committed to turning up every Wednesday night. And I'm not saying push through all the time. Like sometimes, no, you need to rest. You need to honor your body. But often we use all sorts of reasons not to show up. Whereas if it's in the diary, it's in the schedule, and you just get it done, it becomes like brushing your teeth. It just becomes like part of your routine. So when are you going to create your content? And then when are you going to deliver your content? I really resisted delivering content consistently. I didn't like that feeling of commitment. Like, what if I'm busy? What if I don't feel like it? I don't want to commit to the same time every single week. But people get used to you showing up. They start to rely on it, enjoy it. And for me, when I decided I was going to do Wednesdays at 8 o'clock every week, I started that over 2 years ago now, and I think I've missed maybe 1 or 2 times. Obviously, there's holidays in that as well, but pretty much, at least 48 weeks a year, I'll show up every week, and it's helped me so much as a content creator to organize my knowledge better, to organize the way I communicate, helpful value better. And people say, how do you not run out of ideas? Honestly, when you've got a container to pour your ideas into, the ideas just keep flowing. They keep flowing and flowing, and you keep evolving. I'm investing in business courses and always learning and reading, and so I keep pouring out, and you can too. You know so much about your topic. You know so much more than your clients, no doubt. And so if you can break it down into something that's really helpful, and then you can always leverage your content. No one's going to remember something that you posted 6 months ago if you just rework it slightly, maybe slightly change the headline, or maybe not at all. How many of you remember what you ate for dinner 5 days ago, unless you eat the same dinner every night, compared to what someone posted 3 months ago? Like, it's so unlikely that you're going to remember what other people post. So you can cycle your content and re-leverage it if you feel like you're going to run out of ideas. Then you're going to decide how often will you share content each week. And what I'd recommend as a strategy is that you share at least 3 content posts a week. And what Facebook's looking for, what keeps people on Facebook, is your personal profile and Facebook groups. Those are the 2 things that I recommend that you focus on, because that's where Facebook shows it to the most people. You'll notice that you hardly get any engagement and reach in your Facebook business page. So I'm not saying don't post there. I'll sometimes post things over there. I'll maybe stagger it out. But most typically, most people aren't going to see it. 99% of people on your Facebook page aren't going to see it, because Facebook knows it's a business page. But Facebook rewards when you are always posting on Facebook, because it keeps people on there, especially if you're posting things that a lot of people are engaging in, all right? So Facebook personal profile and Facebook groups is where you want to post. All right, so the second thing you need, so that's your strategy, and there's quite a few things to think about there for your strategy. The second thing you need is, so the first thing is a plan. The second thing is a formula. So you need a formula, which is a structure on how to actually structure your posts so that you're planting seeds in that person's mind, you're opening loops in that person's mind, and you're doing the most important thing that is needed in content, which is inspiring action. Crafting compelling content is a skill. Copywriting, which is writing to influence, marketing copy, is a skill. It's a profession. People spend a long time studying it and reading about it. It's not something that if you have never studied it that you're going to be good at straight away. It's something that you need to practice. But there's a formula to it. There's a formula to influencing and using influence principles, ethical influence principles that inspire people to improve the quality of their life. And anyone can learn it. Anyone can learn the formula. And if you don't have an effective formula, your posts don't get you clients, which is what most people want from their content. So I'm sharing in my masterclass on Tuesday the 3rd of August the structure that you can use, the ingredients that you can use in your posts, in your emails, in your blogs, in your videos. It's all, no matter where you're showing up online, there are ingredients that you can put in to instantly transform your content, to get you clients reliably and consistently. There's aspects that you can put in. Even if you put one of the ingredients in, you can notice a shift in your content straight away. So when you have these ingredients, as opposed to just showing up and throwing up, as the saying goes in marketing, then you know that if you keep practicing, if you develop the craft of it, that you can trust, oh my goodness, every time I need clients, I can craft my posts. It does take some more thinking. It does take a little bit more time because you're not just chucking up any old content, but then you can trust it. You can know that you have that skill to get clients whenever you need it. The third thing you need is to take consistent action. So it's one thing to have a plan, one thing to have a formula, but if you're not taking consistent action, there's no point, right? So you need to take consistent action, and that means showing up imperfectly. No, I never show up perfectly. There's always things I wish I did better. There's always more and more planning and more perfection that we can do, but it's a consistency that gets you consistent clients. So because I just keep posting and posting and posting, people are like, oh yeah, I see you everywhere. It's called ubiquitous, where it's seemingly everywhere. You're in someone's email, you're in Facebook groups, you're maybe showing up on Meetup, maybe a podcast, maybe in a Facebook live video, maybe an Instagram story. You're coming into people's world in all different ways. And you're not just doing it when you need a client, when you're desperate, or when you have an event coming up. You're doing it consistently. And it's a bit of a shift in mindset. It's saying, I'm doing it for my community. I'm doing it for my people. Even if they never buy from me, I want to keep showing up and giving value. That's the mindset that you need to have. And you trust, you have an abundant mentality that the right people are going to reach out to you. I get people reaching out to me all the time, even when I don't ask them to. People book into my calendar. I've got lots of links everywhere. I've got lots of landing pages, free resources. Like my website is full of links that lead people to ClickFunnels, which is my landing page software where people can download things. They can come into my email list. I can nurture them, provide value. And I see that a lot of people open my emails and consume that content that have never bought from me. And that's okay. You know, when you've got that abundant mindset, you know that the right people are going to, you know, book into your calendar, book a strategy session with you. And if they're the right fit, that they're going to work with you. So I'm going to be sharing the structure and the strategy, the formula and the plan in my upcoming masterclass. Most people are winging it with their content. They don't have an effective strategy. They don't realize that successful content follows a formula. And if you don't have an effective formula, it's very unlikely that you'll get results. So if you'd like to know the formula that I use and I teach to my clients in order to get clients, I created a free online masterclass. It's coming up on Tuesday, the 3rd of August. It's a 90-minute class from 7:30 p.m. Sydney time. I'll show you the ingredients to structure your content, to transform it so that you can start to attract clients reliably and consistently. I'm going to walk you through my signature proven content rollout map, which is how to create your 30-day attraction content plan in less than an hour. You can do it in less than an hour, and you'll also get the content planner as part of showing up. I'll share with you the exact words and phrases to never include in your content if you want to resonate with the right people. I'm going to step you through the psychology of influence principles that experts use to inspire people to take action. And I'll also be going through some before and after content examples so that you can see the principles in action, which will save you loads of time. So just send me a message on Facebook, just private message me with the word content or link, or just private message me, send me a direct message and I will get that to you. So I look forward to seeing you there. In the meantime, all the best with that strategy and what I've shared with you tonight. Start putting that into place straight away. If you would like a list of those questions that I shared with you in this Facebook Live, just reach out as well and just say questions, and I can send you a copy of those questions that I shared with you tonight. All the best with it, my friends. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye.